Hey everybody, Lake Region Aquariums here. Got a new video on the salamanders. This is definitely a different one, and it's kind of sad because this whole salamander journey is kind of coming to an end. But they have changed tremendously. I mean, some of them, I think 3 of them are actual terrestrial salamanders now actually hanging out on the platforms I made, and I actually made a separate terrarium to put them in just temporarily to kind of hang out in there. But I'm waiting for a nice rainy day where I can let, a lot of them go. But I was thinking about actually keeping one just so I could continue to learn about these little salamanders and really work with a nice terrarium and just kind of have one this whole time, because it's been such a unique experience for me. I definitely am going to be releasing, pretty much 30 of them that have been in my aquarium, and there's still a ton in the pond outside, the ones that I'm not really messing with at all. But I know the ones that I raised in captivity in my aquarium I really think I trained them for the wild. I think I trained them so they can hunt on their own and do their own thing, because they've only eaten live food and different variants of live food. So I'm just waiting for a nice rainy day where I will let them go and by my pond where they basically started out, and they'll be on their own. So that'll be really exciting, and I just really appreciate that this happened to me. Like, these salamanders ended up in my pond, and it gave me just an amazing opportunity to learn and take care of a new animal, and just really an animal that I never thought I'd see, because they are really rare. It's hard, it's a lot of people go their whole lives without even seeing one of these. But yeah, as you can see, these guys are tremendously different. I mean, some of them still have their gills, some of them are late bloomers, as you say, and they are just still doing the whole aquatic hunting thing, and nothing has changed too much on them. But some of them, like the ones that hatched first, those guys are, they don't even look the same. They lose their gills. Some of them just have a little bit of gillage poking out, and their color has completely changed. Their behaviors changed tremendously. Those ones that look quite different, they stay underwater that long. They frequently take breaths, so their lungs are definitely there. And they're not as good as hunting underwater. They do continue to eat like the blackworms and whatnot, but they're not as good as hunting as the aquatic larvae are with their gills and all that. So it's very interesting to see. And the ones that I've found just kind of chilling on the platforms, I mean, they just climbed out of the water, and that's what they do. So they're just a complete terrestrial salamander. And when I do go and try and handle them, and I don't handle them much, I try and leave these guys alone as much as I can. The only time I really interact with them is when I'm cleaning the tank, and when I am actually trying to move them into the temporary terrarium. And so I soak my hands incredibly intensely. Like, I get them sopping wet before I actually handle them. But they are incredibly fast, so they are good at evading. But so far I've moved 3 over, and who knows, right now, I haven't checked on them today, there might be another one. But I've counted at least, maybe a little bit over 30 salamanders in there, so it's really awesome seeing them. And it's becoming crazy. Like, I do wish with this whole project I did have a larger aquarium that they were in. Like, I do wish I did like a 20-gallon long. I might have said this before, but I wish I had a longer aquarium, or maybe even a 30-gallon. These guys are absolutely crazy when it comes to eating. I mean, it's just a war zone. And even more so now around, they just are nuts. Like, it's as soon as the food goes in, they go completely crazy. They do like nip at each other. They're very aggressive. They if I was to rate them as an aggressive aquatic species, like a fish, it would be like up there with the cichlids. Just incredibly aggressive. They're nuts. I mean, anything that comes near them, they just latch onto. I've seen him get into some pretty nasty fights, and luckily, like I said last time, I've only seen one tail missing, which is pretty much regrown. It's rounded off, it's definitely grown, he's okay. And then there was one leg that was missing, which is still kind of forming, but it could be a lot worse. They do grab onto each other's gills a lot too, because I mean, that kind of looks like a worm, I'll give them that. So that does happen. But other than that, I mean, this whole project is nearing an end, but I don't really want it to come to an end. That's why I'd like to keep one, and just one for myself, and just see what, their lives are about. Like, I've learned about all the aquatic phase, their larval phase, their egg phase. I want to know more so about this terrestrial salamander, and I can tell you right now, from the ones I've put in the terrarium, you definitely don't see them a lot. They come out at night, totally fine. That's what they are. That's what they do. But I would like to just continue to learn and expand my knowledge on this little awesome animal that entered my life. So that's the latest update on these beautiful little salamanders. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Thank you so much for watching the video. You can like and subscribe and follow for more of this type of content. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.